What TLC stars' kids have said about getting paid for filming, Duggars, sister wives and more. Jill Duggar, Gwendolyn Brown courtesy of Jill Duggar Dillard Gwendolyn Brown Instagram. Money talks, and so do TLC stars when they aren't earning any. Jill Duggar grew up on camera as one of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 19 children. The family's ultra-conservative lifestyle was highlighted on 2 different reality series, 19 Kids and Counting On, both of which were ultimately cancelled. While Jill and her siblings were largely the focus of both shows, she claimed in 2020 that she was never financially compensated for her time in front of the cameras. Scarlett Johansson on working with Justin Baldoni as he sues Ryan Reynolds. While promoting her 2023 memoir, Counting the Cost, Jill admitted that the topic of money hardly crossed her mind during filming. "I think I was so conditioned to this belief that we were benefiting from it, from going on this trip or that trip or whatever," she told People at the time. "It was like, well, we can buy frozen pizzas instead of beans and rice now because it's covering these things. It was literally so ingrained in me to be grateful." Related, sister wives Gwendolyn Brown claims kids weren't paid to be on the show. Jill estimated in her book that her extended family likely earned about $8 million in nearly a decade of working with the network. With the help of an attorney, Jill and her husband Derick Dillard negotiated with Jim Bob for a $175,000 check. The Duggars aren't the only unique family to be featured on TLC, and Jill isn't the only star to speak up about money. Scroll down for financial insights from sister wives Gwendolyn Brown and more TLC personalities. Counting On. Back in 2020, Jill raised eyebrows for claiming that she and Derick hadn't been paid for anything. They filmed for 19 Kids and Counting On until they left TLC in 2018. "Of course, there were perks that came along with filming," Jill said in a YouTube Q&A, adding that the network covered expenses for various trips that were filmed. "We hadn't been paid until we were really pressing about it and ended up getting an attorney involved and stuff," Jill continued. According to Derick, the pair were able to cover a portion at least of what Jill should have been paid up until the time we left the show once they acquired legal representation. Jill further addressed finances in Counting the Cost and recalled approaching dad Jim Bob about getting paid for her time on the family's shows. Jim Bob allegedly told Jill and her husband that it wasn't a very good idea for them to receive a percentage of any profits made.